What's up, guys? Mike, aka Phony. This is the Ouya released today. It's the first open platform console based on the Android. You guys probably remember the Kickstarter that came out for it. It's a very big deal. It's supposed to come out and compete with the Xbox and the PlayStation. I think majority of us kind of went into the whole thing thinking, you know, hey, guess what? We're only going to get it because we want to be able to play ROMs and, you know, maybe do a little Netflix action or something. So it's basically this tiny little box. Is that right? It's not very big. You know, if I hold this up and then hold up like this, right? Okay, it's not a very big box. Okay, and we can take this thing pretty much anywhere and hook it up to a TV and be able to play whatever our favorite games are. Now, you're probably wondering, why is it that I can see your hand and I can see your Dire Rockstar here, whatever, it's the yellow Rockstar, and I can see everything? It's because I'm capturing everything using a webcam. Because unfortunately, they thought it'd be a good idea to put HDCP on the units. They were asked, I think Ouya support was asked about the HDCP, and they replied with something along the lines of how they, well, I guess they only think it's on certain elements or certain pieces. Like, I guess they don't want people to, like, you know, stream Netflix into something that would actually record Netflix, your favorite movie or whatever, which I think is kind of silly because I think anybody could just pull up in a browser and, you know, use some other method of capturing it. So unfortunately, there's HDCP on the entire unit from beginning to end. There's HDCP, which means that you're gonna see virtually nobody covering games off this thing or anything off this thing because we can't capture it. All of us content creators, we can't capture it without going through Amazon or Monoprice and buying just a ton of adapters to link together. It's like actually just a handful of adapters. But it could be bypassed. But why would we put money into it when they could just simply remove DRM? It's there for no reason. Anyways, a lot of you guys have heard about the latency. How about I go ahead and show you what it looks like? Here's the controller. Okay. Now, you're not going to get very much sound. I could go ahead and actually increase the volume here on the monitor here, so make sure you guys get at least some kind of sound out of it. So, because I can't run this thing direct to actually give you guys any sound, so we're going to be doing it this way. Probably still can't hear that because it's not very loud. Anyway, so when you first get in, you're probably going to go to Discover. And in here, this is where you go through and you find, you know, whatever game you want to play. Now, I did find one thing that I thought was kind of nice is that it has background downloading. Hey, it seems like something that, well, everything should have background downloading. Well, yes, it should, but unfortunately, not everything has the ability to run a downloader in the background here. But I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Rush Bros. Here we go. I've played this already. So here we have the ability to download. And here's what's funny, actually. I've downloaded tons of games. I've not been asked at any point to buy any of them, so I don't know what that means. I haven't actually looked into it. It's one of those things. It's like, you know, I can't. It doesn't tell me to buy anything, therefore I will not ask about buying anything. It's very strange. I think I will, though, here very shortly go and figure out why is there, or where I have to go to actually buy something. I haven't actually put a credit card in the account or actually anything. Have I put it? I don't know. Well, I have not seen any charges to my account. I've downloaded tons of stuff. So this thing is downloading. Probably gonna take it a while because, well, who knows? But the game is how big? Let's see. Rush Bros is 323 megs. That's actually kind of a big game. Oh, it's because of all the music. Let me see if I can actually cancel that. Rush Bros is a multiplayer, local multiplayer game that's actually kind of fun. If you're playing with somebody else, you basically, it's a platformer. You run around and you're able to throw things in people's in your buddy's way, stuff like that. So you can see there's a little bit of jerkiness as we kind of go through here. Okay, if you go down here to the bottom, retro. Go to retro. Here we have obviously all of the emulators. Now I already have a couple of these things installed. So that's actually what I want to show you guys is how you install things, because that's actually the best part about the Ouya. The Ouya is, you know, it's an open platform. Okay. Here's what I did. I went through and go to make, and here is a bunch of stuff that I've gone through and installed myself. Right. So if we had the Stealth Bastard Deluxe was actually part of the I think it's part of the Humble Bundle or whatever, right? Is it Humble? I think this is the Humble Bundle a couple weeks ago, and I went and picked it up, and unfortunately, it does not work. You can do everything but jump, which is kind of a key thing in a platformer. Here's Netflix. Netflix opens up and it runs. It runs all right. Let's go ahead and pop this open here. Oh, here we go. Here's Content ID match. Don't Content ID match this, please. I'm just showing you what it looks like. Anyways, here it comes. There we go. See, I'm watching House of Cards and I'm watching Tron, so if I actually go and push play in any of these, I can tell you that it does play, it does work. But I'm not going to do it because I know I'm going to HDCP or I'm going to get content ID locked or something like that. And my account's going to get freaking I have no idea. Anyways, let's go ahead and go through here. Amazon Apps. Amazon Apps is great because it allows you to go through and download pretty much any one of the Android apps you'd like. It's kind of like Google Play. Okay. Jetpack Joyride. Oh, I guess that was the last thing I was installing before I already tried to install this once and unfortunately it didn't work. So I think it's going to try to install it again. That's kind of funny. Let's go and back out here. So here we go. We go through and you can go and buy whatever different apps you want and install them. No problem. Now, that is a different market. The Ouya has its own market, which you've already seen. And the Amazon store is, of course, it's another market altogether. The other way you could go and download and install things, so Pandora works, by the way. And it works just the same way as it does on your phone. So if you want to fire that up, sure. XBMC, I've gone through and I played with that. It works. It's a little buggy. It crashes every once in a while, but it works. So that's, it's all that matters. Yeah, here is Jetpack Joyride. Unfortunately, this is something that, again, I would like to make work, but it does not. So here's the coolest part about installing things on the Android, or sorry, on your Ouya using AirDroid. So as you can see right here, it's like open up web address. No problem. Let me go and flip over here. DVI. So now we're on the computer. Service stop by device. Right. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go and redo this. Gonna sign in via Google here. It wants to get access to all my passwords and all that stuff. Sure, no problem. Have fun with that. And here we go. Now I'm actually in. This is the web portal access using AirDroid to my console. As you can see, it says battery's getting low, 5% or less remaining down here in the corner. Well, it's not. That's not really the case, obviously, because there's no battery on it. So let's go ahead and grab TinCore, which is a key mapper software. I've not actually used this yet. Oops, let me actually go ahead and click on app. There we go. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drag this from the other window here, right here, and go click, click, boom. Please proceed to the device, And there we go. This thing should pop up. Now, there we go. So now it's saying, go ahead and install this application. I'm gonna say yes. Now I could use, there's a little touchpad here. I could use my little mouse. Doo-doo-doo. Yay, hey. It's a little bit quirky. Boom. Install. Now it's installing. And then I go, boom, open. Here we go. This is the first execution after an update. Have a little patience. Blah, blah. If install hand, okay, root not granted. Okay, yeah, so I have to actually install this thing differently in order to make it work. But this is actually the first thing that I've actually had to have root access in order to use. But for the most part, you guys can see now that using that portal that I showed you, AirDroid, it's very easy to go ahead and install stuff. Because right now, I mean, I have a ton of, I have like things, ROMs and stuff like that on this little dealie here. There we go. A little 4GB SD. Holds tons and tons of stuff. I'm going to show you that stuff right now. Exit AirDroid, yes. And that's actually how I installed the majority of the stuff. Actually, I just went through and just downloaded it. And here it is. Keymapper. And this is where it shows up. So SB Deluxe. I bought it from the bundle. I downloaded the SDK or the APK. And I sideloaded it using AirDroid. Easy enough. I got a couple other things that you go through to do it, like using ADM Pro or using Astro File Manager. But honestly, AirDroid is easily the most dummy-proof way of sideloading things that you could think of. Now, I'm connected via Wi-Fi. I can connect it using one of these, but I decided to go ahead and go Wi-Fi just kind of see how the experience was, and it's not too bad. Things are a little bit, it's a little slower, of course, because it's not wired in, but. Let's go ahead and, no, not gonna discover. We'll go play. Show you guys how some of the, let's see, what is a good one to show you? Pet Tower, no, Super Crate Box. We all know Super Crate Box. We all know how it's supposed to run. I've not launched this once on this console yet. Woo! That was a little loud. Might have to turn it down a bit. Oh! Yeah, there it is. Good, turn it down some. We're mostly interested in the controls and the response and everything, okay? Options. It's like still really loud. It's kind of funny. Can I just skip the? Sure, we're good. There you go. Okay. This is actually a perfect opportunity here to go and show you guys what the latency looks like. We're gonna load this thing all the way here. You guys all just go ahead and fire up your copy of Super Crate Box because you guys all own a copy of it, and you guys can go ahead and play along. See. Now, I also have. Is this thing still wired up? Yes, it is. I have this wired up. And here's what's funny. And I feel like the PS3 controller is actually more responsive than the Ouya controller. But at the same time, if I show you guys, like, the difference here, you're not going to really see it. I can't, I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels, I feel like I get more response out of this. So here we go. Playing around. Make sure to go ahead and put this right here. Joyce will get the crate. Good. We'll get the crate. Boom. Got the crate. How do I put this thing so you guys can see it? There we go. Oh. Uh-oh. Was that the... Oh, doesn't... Can I... The control's a little bit funky. Oh, no. Okay, avoid the enemy. No problem. Oh. Getting a little bit... It's kind of weird. Let's see. Oh. Let's go ahead and we'll grab this controller here because I feel like the other one's a bit weird. Can't... Wow, jumping is very difficult. Oh, it's stuck. There you go. Look at that. The O is stuck. There you go. Apparently, I need to take a jumbo to this thing. I've already run into this problem before. I need to take a jumbo to this thing and go ahead and bore out the things, the circles that where the control buttons go into, which is kind of funny. Okay, wow, jumping as well. The O is stuck again. Okay, we'll go and take that off. Jesus, man. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna use the perfect. Yeah, you see, it runs pretty good. But, I mean, it's Super Crate Box, right? There's virtually nothing here. Of course it's going to run good. So let's go ahead and back out here. Let's see. You can very quickly escape back by just hitting this twice. Hitting the center button there. Go discover. Oops. No. We're going to go to play. And let's see. I got a bunch of stuff. I know you guys want to see everything. By the way, Twitch works. It doesn't look great, but it works. So that's all that matters. Let's go ahead and I'll show you guys something that actually runs terribly. How's that? Well, iMech Online runs. Oh, here's Wizard. Well, no. Let's go to the ball. It doesn't necessarily run terribly. It's a very scaled down Unreal Engine. Like it's like the lowest possible settings, but it works. You know. So let's go ahead and see if we can start it here. Yes. Tripwire. The ball. I loved this game when I first played it. I thought it was really cool. This is kind of like weird type take on Portal. Resume. In terms of like puzzle, first-person puzzle platformer. Loading up. This is probably one of the more graphic-intensive games you're going to get on the Ouya here. Let me go ahead and unmute it. Get some sound. Oh, here we go. Here's the opening cinematic. You guys can see this thing. This is all, of course, rendered. This is not a movie or anything. This is actually rendered by the game engine. You can see I got this little Indiana Jones type, working archaeologist dig. Here we go. And then what happens is your character falls. So let me see if I can skip that. Come on, skip. Go. There we go.